job, Andrea. Nice job. Showtime or not? No.
No.
No? Okay. I think doctor's ready.
Are you ready, Dad?
Okay, 1 minute.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just 30 seconds.
Just 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30
All right.
seconds.
No big deal. I don't have one that short. You?
I don't either.
Oh.
Never.
Shorten
Let's
it,
don't
Joe.
get
No, I
personal.
don't. Take it, Chris. Anyway, this next act is called Laughter is the Best Medicine, and as I've often mentioned, when you're up here by yourself, stand-up comic, if you will, it's a tough task. I don't think I could relish doing it, but this young man does a great job at it, and I think you're going to enjoy what he has to say. So, Dr. Bob Whipple, are you ready? Ready. Good, good.
This is my first gig, okay? And I'm really nervous. If you don't mind, just let me have a little drink and that'll soothe my nerves. This isn't what you think. Really, it isn't. I only have one of these a day. It's the end of the evening, so I'm down to my last few cents. You know, I do make wine at home, and I'm sure some of you do as well. I found a formula that will allow me to get wine made overnight. I put raisins in, and it ferments overnight, and I have wine the next day. I also want to talk about relationships. Do you know men strive every day to have a good relationship with their wives or their mates, soulmates, and so on? And my wife has just finished a very successful diet. She lost a lot of pounds, really back to her teenage shape almost. Anyway, to celebrate, she said, I'm going to start wearing a two-piece bikini. And I said, oh, that's great, dear. I said, let me go buy one for you, and we'll go to the beach and celebrate. Well, I come back home with the bikini, the two-piece bikini, and she looked at it, disgusted. She said, I can't wear either of those two tops. Can't place them. And there was another man who was seriously injured in a bad accident. He was recuperating in the hospital. The surgeons had repaired all of his broken bones, his damaged organs, and so on. And he's just about ready to be released. And the doctor came in and he said, Mr. Smith, he said, we've fixed everything, you're really recuperating well. He said, there's just one more thing. He said, your manhood. And he said, well, what's that? He said, look, we can repair it here before you go home. And for a 6-inch manhood version, it'll be $7,200. But we can give you a 10-inch manhood for $12,300. Well, I'll take that. No, the doctor says, just stop, think about it. Talk to your wife tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see what your decision is. So the doc comes back the next morning. He said, well, have you decided on something? And he said, yes, we have. Well, what's it going to be? We're going to remodel the kitchen. And while I'm on doctors, I'll tell you, I was down at the beach the other day and there was a car parked. The license plate was from a retired ophthalmologist, and it says, Eye Fixer, F-X-R, Eye Fixer. And I found the gentleman, and he said, yeah, that's my license plate. He says, everybody gets amused by it. It wasn't the name Eye Fixer, it was what was on the license plate frame. It said, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll look at it. You know, we're into the Easter season, and there were a church going on, process going on, and the pastor had the children up front, and he said, "Kids, this is the Easter season, and I'm sure that you know some things about it, but does anyone of the children, do any of you know what Lent is?" And a little girl raised her hand. She said, I know. She said, "It's that little fuzzball that's in my belly button." And then somebody, the pastor asked them, he said, "Well, does anyone here know what resurrection is?" And the boy said, "Yes, I know that." He said, "If it lasts more than 4 hours, go to the hospital." You know, the stagehands here have been really great tonight. They've been right on cue. They've been able to set up everything. I asked them for one simple thing, a stool, right? Just a simple stool. They directed me to the washroom and said, "Use the toilet on the left." And I just want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. And this is one that my mother, I forgot all about it. I'm a real doctor, like Dr. Phil. He takes care of your head. Well, Dr. Bob takes care of the other end of the anatomy. And this probe will, it serves people that continually make an ass of themselves. If there's anyone here that needs any service, see me after the show. But my mother told me a long time ago, and it's really a good advice. She said, "Laugh and the world will laugh with you. Cry and you'll cry alone." So remember to laugh, remember to enjoy life, and pass it forward to someone else. And I thought I might laugh all the way to the bank until they told me they were going to pay me in Canadian currency. Anyway, thank you very much.